Hi everybody, King Falcor here today, and we're going to be changing the oil and looking at the air filter in the Predator 3500 inverter generator. So we'll turn around and let you see what we're doing. Alright, we got the cover off there. We just took the plug out of this. Now we're going to take the dipstick out so it will drain faster. This thing's gone almost 300 hours without an oil change because I didn't watch any videos on it. So yeah, come to find out, when you first buy them, you put oil in them, you run them for about an hour, and then you change the oil, then you run it for about, what'd they say? 4 hours, and then you change the oil again, and then you can change it every 100 hours. Because there's a meter on the front here. When this is on, you can push this and it'll tell you, yeah, see, 293 hours on one oil, which was the very first oil. I didn't know that. So we're draining this. And yeah, so every 100 hours, I guess we'll be checking this. But yeah, if you come down here, there's this little clip. You pop that clip, and this thing should open up. Where's a flathead screwdriver? Alright, sometimes you gotta try and get your screwdriver right in there and pop that open. And this thing can be a pain in the butt to get off sometimes. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. Yeah, there's this little clip up at the top up here, and sometimes they'll slide right out. There it goes. My other generator, I've already done the oil change and stuff on, and it was not fun. And then if you try and get this hose, if you can get this hose out first, this whole thing should slip out. Yeah, there we go. And that filter, let's see. Ooh, that's kind of, yeah, it's kind of dusty a little bit. Not too bad. And it goes back in. So it's got this corner cut out, so you put it back in the same way. But you want to get this thing completely out, because see that plastic piece right there? That goes in the hole of that filter. And if you don't get it out completely, you might not get that back in the hole right. So, and then you got to put this back down in there. Get that back down in there. And then you can kind of work this into place. But yeah, you want to make sure that you're lined up when you put it back on, so that that is plastic piece goes right in that hole. There we go. And then just clip that thing back up. I can't see with my big hands, but yeah, there's a little latch there, and clip it. All right. And that oil is pretty dirty for a first oil. Almost 300 hours. So let's see. Is there any oil in this? I need to flush a little oil through there. Because that is really black. So I'm going to flush a little clean oil. Whoops, I got some fuzzies on the end of my...
Where did it go?
The end of this thing. Oh, it's in the other truck, but I should have oil in this truck too. Whoops, I keep putting my hand in front of there. I'll have to edit that out. Any?
Oil?
Yeah, right there. So yeah, this thing's been good through the winter. It's Harbor Freight. Here, take the lid off that.
Yeah. It's new.
I can't have my assistant hold the camera. She's got a little bit of a tremor and we won't be able to see anything. So Oh,
There
it's
you
brand new oil. All right, these Predators take the 5W30 oil. So I got a bunch of different types, but this is the one I'm using, and this one, the other one was some sort of synthetic. So I'm gonna flush a little bit of that through there, let it drain out. Ooh, look at all that black coming out of there. Yeah. Yeah, it should be good to flush it. Just flushing some of that black out of there. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty clean now coming out of that hole.
Here, that's all messed up.
Now on the last Predator, the other Predator, I dumped all that into one of these water bottles. So that way I had an idea of about how much I needed for this. So this is about how much I need of the clean oil. Because the very first time I put oil in this, I overflowed it. And I had oil everywhere. So this time I measured the dirty oil out of the other one. And lined it up. So when I dump this oil, see, I just got a cut off milk jug under here. And I got this thing up on two 2x4s. But when I dump that in there, it should be pretty close to that same one. So we'll let this drain and then we'll come back. So we'll see you in a minute. All right, well, that's drained pretty good. We're going to take a rag and kind of wipe this off here. Now we still got a little bit of oil coming out, but I think that's the clean stuff we flushed it through with. So we'll get our nut here. Where did the nut go, Lisa? I just lost the nut. Oh, here it is. There's a washer that's on that nut. This nut, it's a 10 millimeter. There's a washer on there. The last one, it came off with the nut. This one, the washer stayed on the machine here. See, there's the washer. Stayed on there, and I didn't want to try and get it off and get all black. So let's see, can we feed this back in there? There we go. So yeah, we'll get that back in there. You don't got to crank it down too tight. When you first pop it off, it's a little tight, but when you put it back on, it's not so. You don't want to crank it down too tight. So let's see. Right there. That's good enough. Wipe this all off. All right. Oh, there's a plug on the bottom too that goes down on the bottom of the machine. I'll show you that in a minute. But let's see. Hi everybody, I guess this video's gonna run extra long. After editing, it's still gonna be 2 videos. Some people say I talk too much. Maybe I do. Maybe I don't, but
Please press the like and the subscribe button. Hit the bell icon for notifications.